never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Jameis now on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Now a second down throw for Winston. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 3rd and long for Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And that brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left.
They come up in an offset eye.
3-19. Detroit. Switch it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down Atlanta.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Let's go. Right over there. Watch the twist.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The left side completion to Jones. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
4 down. Detroit. Out.
First down and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Carlos Hyde, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Jameis on 2nd down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Aldon Smith had an absolute off-the-charts rookie season and continues to be one of the best playmakers at outside linebacker.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense.
Hey, go now.
Jameis to throw it. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Browns send out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10.
Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot. Over.
And they'll run it here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Green Beckham has it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And a man, as we look at the starters now, a man who really has earned us talking about him in the booth, Julio Jones.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver each and every year. So sleek, so wonderful. I call him Secretariat.
Third down now following the completed pass. And the play clock's running down.
All right, here we go.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the play off in time.
Frustrating for the head coach, frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
The offense behind the chains after the infraction. It's now 3rd down and 14.
Green, 39. Green, 39. Gun. Watch it now, Barney.
Turn it up.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
Will Hill's a name that I remember even when he was in high school. He was that good. Many talked about him being the next coming. He's fulfilled his promise and made it to the NFL.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Tight right.
Set. Hot.
We got 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Set. 319. 319.
Back to throw again. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Right, Roger. 4 down.
Here we go. 319.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one in just about a few inches here. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, Hyde. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays.
Here we go.
2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
3 down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
A first down throw for Winston. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go now.
Now a second down throw for Winston. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Winston to throw for it on 4th. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Tight on the left. Move.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And Barnage has it on the right side. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football.
Yeah, the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Four minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Solo out there. Check the outs out there. Ready. My 50.
Jameis now on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
He ain't going nowhere.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Again, it's Winston. And that's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
My 50. Ready.
On third down, Winston. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up fourth. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Parkey's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
Leopard! Watch you, Detroit!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Single receiver.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. All right, here we go. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes.
Watch left. Tight end to the left,
Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is Gabriel on the catch. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Caught on the right side by Jones. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed it to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw again. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards on the pickup. And the Falcons are going to get a first.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
Fresh set of downs here.
Double tight.
Hey, 4 down.
Hurry up, here we go. Gun. Over.
left to throw again. That is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come up in an offset eye.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Over.
First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing, Winston to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Second down, Winston. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Jameis now on first down. That's complete to Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To the air again with Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Ready. White 25. Easy. Alert 3.
On third down, Winston. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we're at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Right. We got 4.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. Ooh, with a juke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Second down, 9 yards to go.
Watch left. He's tied right there.
Over.
Play clock winding down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Hurry up, here we go! Detroit! Here we go now! Detroit! Here we go now! Green, 39!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
58 to Mike.
Gabriel, the man in motion. They'll look to throw now on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Strong right.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Hey, we got 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught at the 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Flip it. Watch out. Ready? Blue way.
Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Ready? Fire's the mic.
Winston from the gun on third down. The catch made by Miller. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. First down, Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Let's go now.
A second down throw for Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He's got time in the pocket, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. On fourth down, they do snap it to Winston. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
This is caught inside team. A very nice
like that from your receivers. How about